Welcome back to the shop. Today we're working on a little Dakota. He's got a sagging headliner. We're gonna fix it. Ever had that happen to you? The old headliner just starts to get a mind of its own, starts creeping down in your face, sitting on top of your head and flapping around going down the road with the windows open. Well, you can fix it. Gotta take the headliner down. It's basically fabric glued to a board. You got to take a few things down to get to it. You got to take your sun visors down. You got to take this dome light assembly or whatever you want to call it down. You've got to take your handles and your A pillars off. You got to take your B pillars down. I think that's this. All this trim comes down in one piece, I believe. And over there, and then we should be able to take the board down. All right, first things first, we're gonna take this down. There's a little Phillips head in here. We'll get that bad boy out first. Trying to figure out how they're clipped in. Sometimes it's a clip, sometimes it just slides in. Don't want to break it. So you gotta be careful. I've seen these lenses pop out before on some, but don't think that's how this one's working. I already got glue on my fingers from the headliner. There it goes. There's clips. So we'll unplug our lights. The whole thing unplugs right here. There we go. Now we'll work on our sun visors. Not sure how that little bugger comes down. I think it just pops down. Get a trim tool. Alright, I'm to grab a trim tool and see if I can see what's going on. I see how it's in now. Well, I think I did. Okay, so I finally got that clip down, and I'm going to try to give you an example on this one. It's pretty difficult to get it down. I'm going to try to get this one down and show you how to do that. Getting the two screws out, no big deal. But you can see I got the visor and the center dome and the floorboard there, so we're going to go ahead and pop this one out. So sun visors, easy breezy, right? No problem getting that down. Getting this booger down is another story. You've got this outer cover. Let's see if I can show you better. That you can see how this is two pieces here. This piece right here, this outer shell has to be pried down to unlock it, so the whole thing can shove out. So basically, when you put it back in, you stick it in the hole and you push this up, and that locks it in place. Let me see. I don't know if that was in camera shot. So this outer shell has to be pried down, and it doesn't come down easy. And it unlocks the whole piece, and then you can pull it out. And then when you put it back in, you stick it in the hole, and you push this outer shell in, and that locks a mechanism inside of it. So I don't really like that. I forgot about that about these. Okay, I think I got it in the camera where you can see what I'm doing here. So first I'm going to take plastic pry tool, open me a gap up where I can get the metal tool in, because you need some pretty good prying abilities, and these things a lot of times are brittle and will break. It's not wanting to separate. So I'm just working around it, trying to unsnap it. Well, that one shot off like a rocket. Alright, so it came off. It's not really supposed to come all the way off. It's supposed to pull this intersection down, which is supposed to unlock this where you can get it out. So that basically broke. I can probably glue it back together, or try to find, I don't even know if you can get these anymore. So I'm gonna grab some needle nose and try to pull that down. Make an attempt to, there we go, pull that down. So now what I'll have to do is reattach that to that. It broke clean, so I should be able to see, should be able to glue it back just fine. And you go back in, you push this will go back up in the hole. When you push this outer shell up, it pushes that locking mechanism in. So we're gonna make a repair on that with some epoxy or something. It should be fine. It broke nice and clean. I don't like breaking stuff, but sometimes you have no choice. Okay, so now we're going to go for the grab handles. I like these little plastic trim tools because they don't scratch. We got Torx bits in there. So we got two, it looks like a 27, possibly a 30. We'll grab that and pop this down. Okay, so this one, in this case, it is a 30. I couldn't get one of my sockets in there, so we're going to try this wrench. We're going to pull these two out. You can pick these up at any of your part stores if you don't own a set. It's good to have these thin ones for doing any kind of interior work in cars, because there's oftentimes it'll be recessed down in a hole like that, and it takes something skinny to get down in there if you're doing a lot of interior work. And as you can see, these just come down nice and simple, no tricks to that. I'll grab this other one down and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so our next step and the reason for taking those handles off is because we've got to get this A-pillar trimmed down because it covers up the board. We have to pop these out. Some dirt and stuff back there, pine straw. So really that's all I need to do is just pop it loose. I don't really need to take it all the way out. I should be able to slide the headliner with just popping them loose. I'll pop the driver's side loose, and if it does get in my way, I can take them out. Again, we got some debris coming in there. All right, now for the fun part, we get to figure out this back section. That may be fun because these doors, this doesn't open. This is not a suicide door extended cab deal where it's got these third doors or fourth doors. It's we got seats in the way, so I'm gonna slide my seat all the way forward. That's all the way. Let me get the other side. All right, so back here, immediately we know we've got to take these seat belts out of the way. So these got hidden bolts under these clips that should just pop up. Ah. So we'll have to get the Torx bits out, get the seat belts down. That may just be all that's in my way here, other than we got more fun clips. I'm hoping this just pops down and there'll be a quick and easy screw behind that one. Yeah, thank God. No weird clips like the front sun visors. And it's got these push tabs. So we'll work on getting these seat belts down. We'll work on getting these seat belts down. I'm trying to film this all by myself and do the repairs, so sometimes I do get out of frame on stuff, so just bear with me. All right, T50 it is. All right, we'll set that bad boy there. Try to do this without punching the back glass out. All right. I'm gonna open this because I need some more airflow back here. It's already hot, hot, hot. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's already 85 degrees and muggy. It's July in Georgia. Alright, so we're gonna have clips behind this panel. Just kind of gotta figure out where they're at. Careful not to break it. I don't even know if you can buy this stuff anymore. Okay. Well, that came out swimmingly. Leave that there. You can see it's got all kinds of foam, glued up foam stuff stuck all over it. I'll try to clean that off for them. All right, and that's it. We're gonna wash, rinse, repeat on this side, and then we'll take these boogers down, and then we should be able to get this panel out. Oh, I forgot about this dome light. It was hiding because the headliner's sagging. All right. Let me get these buckles out. I'll open that bad boy up. Okay, so our clothing hanger hook is a 20? Yeah, 20 Torx bit. So I'm gonna pull this thing out real quick. I'm literally sitting in here and this thing's falling down on my head, and it's really hot. I forgot to film on clipping this, but it just pops out. You can see that little clip. So it just pops out of the headliner really easy. I'm gonna unplug it. I'm gonna take these little clips out. Hopefully they'll come out and not tear up. Of course not. Just put a clip in it, pops out. Screw out. Alright, so there's that clip. It's about a mile long. I just had to get in there with my needle nose and just walk it out. Alright, so once that's out, this board's wanting to come down all the way down, so I'm trying to get out of here. Ugh. Okay. It's hot in there. This stuff's starting to stick all over me. All right, I'm gonna walk this board out. I'm gonna try to get it out. Hopefully I don't have to take the front seats out to get it out, because if one of these doors opened, it would make things so much easier. But it doesn't. So I hope the back window doesn't have to come out to get this dang thing out of here. All right, let me give this a shot. There you have it. I was able to get it out, had to fold it a little bit, but it came out. So now I've got to get all this has got to come off, every bit of it. So I've got to roll it and vacuum it, roll it and vacuum it, scrape it all off there with a brush, get the vacuum out. Look at this mess. Vacuum up all this before it gets grinded into the seats and the center console. Hopefully I can get it back in with it still looking good, but it won't look good if I drag it across all that. So I got to vacuum all of them, clean my tools out, get these panels out of here, vacuum the truck out real good, and that's what it looks like with no headliner in it. All right, fun. I'm not gonna record the vacuuming part. So if you would take this moment, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Go check out my other videos. Got lots of automotive videos, barbecue videos. Do some videos smoking meats on the big Lang there. Give all those videos a thumbs up if you don't mind. We appreciate you subscribing. We thank you for watching, and we're gonna get busy on this thing, clean this thing up. I haven't done one of these headliners in a while. I remember they can get messy, so I put some gloves on. I don't want glue stuck all over me. I need to cut a piece of that off, take it with me and see if I can match it up at the fabric store. But for now, I'm gonna start vacuuming and just rolling this stuff, and hopefully get it all off of there. All right, it's gonna be loud. kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, vacuuming, rolling. Sometimes I gotta use my fingers to try to loosen that stuff up, get it off the board. Basically want to have a good, clean, flat surface. Because what you're going to do is we're going to get a piece of upholstery. It's foam back. The fabric has the foam on it, and you take headliner adhesive, spray it. You usually start in the middle, spray your way out, and then have the fabric folded. And I'll show you. And then kind of fold it back, and then do the other side, and kind of smooth it all out, and you trim it out. So I'm not going to film all this because it's going to take a little while, and it's going to burn up a lot of card, and it's just a lot of editing. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we'll head to the factory. Try to go to the fabric store local and see if it's a local hobby type place. It's Hobby Lobby. That's where I'm going to try to go first, and see if they've got the adhesive spray and the fabric that I need. All right, so I've got all the material vacuumed off. I'm gonna take a rag and just kind of wipe it down real quick. Double check there's nothing loose on there, but I vacuumed it pretty good. If I have to hit it one more time, I will. I went and bought some fabric. I did get it at the Hobby Lobby. It's the only color they had that was anywhere remotely close to what I needed. And it's pretty close. They only had like gray and beige and black or something, and not a lot to choose from. I'm just going to rough this down one more time with a rag, and then I'll show you the adhesive and how to apply it. I'm more concerned about the edges. That's typically where it starts to peel back from. Just want to make sure there's nothing crazy going on there. I've done a few of these in the past. It's been a few years since I've done one. This is the tackiest one I've ever done. This one has a lot of stick to it. Okay, so of course you want to measure it before you go up there. It measures about 50 by 50. I think, if I remember the measurements aren't important. You need to measure yours if you're doing it for yourself. But let's just say it was 50 by 50. The material on the roll was 58 inches wide, so I couldn't get it any wider. So you want something wider, you want it to overhang, plus you've got some dips in here, right? So that's going to take up a little of your real estate. I got it like 70 long. I got it way too long, just in case. So what I'll do, take the material, drape it out over. Got pretty good overhang everywhere. That's my middle base. So what I'll do is fold it back to that hump. You can fold it back to wherever you want. Just gotta have a starting point somewhere. Okay, so sorry about the fan noise, by the way, but it's so hot here, man. It's 92 out. Humidity's like, I don't know how to. It's high. It's really hot, nasty. So I've got to have these fans going, and I don't even have them all on, but I have the big one on. Just got to pull some air. Move it. Went with the Permatex, not sponsored or anything, just what they had on the shelf, and I've used the 3M product before and liked it. What we're going to do is we're just going to spray the middle and basically get it to stick in the middle, and then we'll work our way this way, and then we'll flip the other side over to the middle, and we'll work our way back the other way. get too far ahead of myself. A lot of little contours in this little area. Around here where the front visors go. All your little hole openings. Want 2 cans of this stuff just in case. Then we get halfway done, run out or something, or have a dud can. I'm only about halfway done. Kind of glad I got 2 cans now. Whoa. I'm not a pro at this. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it for an old friend. I'm doing it for repair for an old friend of mine. Last customer. Alright. All right, sorry, I had a camera die. Had a camera die on me, and hopefully this one works. Out of this first can, I may be using too much. So I got to take a can out. I don't want to run out. Sounding pretty empty. Sun's moving in on me too, so it's blowing out the shot. I apologize. Comes out like silly string almost. Can't really control the spray very well. Don't want to peel them out. Stuff tacks up pretty fast too. Be a much easier production with a couple more sets of hands, at least one more set of hands. Try to keep it wrinkling on you. Board's walking all over the place on me. A whole lot easier to put some rubber under it. I didn't think about the board walking while I was trying to smooth it out. Take a new clean razor blade, do some reliefs. Take a little pressure off these contours. so you can see it's turned out pretty good. I'm gonna trim all this stuff up, of course. Just gave it a little bit of relief where I'm trying to stretch it down and contour around all these bends. The board is a little bit cracked in a couple places, so I'm going to probably get some wrinkling. A little wrinkle effect here and there. Well, hopefully that'll settle. So I can feel it it's in the board, but you can see it through the headliner basically. Now it's all glued down. I've got it flipped over. I'm just gonna work on my edges. I'm gonna try to glue them up, flip them over like that, and just work my way around all the way like that. Just a little bit, so maybe it won't pull back so much. Okay. All right, so we've got the headliner back in. I didn't film that part, just the same as taking it out, just in reverse order with a little more wrestling. Had 2 casualties, these sun visor clips. The way these things work, and I broke this one in the center, this outer piece slides, pops out, which slides this in. It allows this to collapse in. Well, that one decided to snap off. I tried to glue it back, but the glue got down in there and it stopped the mechanism from working at all. So that's no bueno. We got the other one I broke also trying to get out. This was the first one I started messing with, and I didn't break it as bad, but I broke the tip off of it right here. This outer shell, you have to pry it down. Well, I shouldn't have pried it there, but I did. I was prying all around trying to get it to come down with a trim tool, and it just didn't want to cooperate. So I decided to try to give it a little go there at the same time and snap the tip off. I glued it back, but I've got a new one ordered for here and here. You know, full disclosure, be careful. These are discontinued. I did find them online on Mopar Only Parts or something like that, moparparts.com or something like that. Not a sponsor. But you can see, headliner turned out real nice. It's pretty difficult getting this board in, like I said before, because the extended cab doors don't open. This is all solid, so you've got to wiggle that through this hole. It would have been a lot easier without these seats in it, and with another set of hands, but I was able to do it. You can take it out through the glass if you want to have a glass guy remove the glass, but we didn't want to pay for all that, so it would be a lot easier with a second set of hands when it comes to wrestling that thing in and out. But I was able to do it by myself in the driveway. This is where I did it. Anybody can do it. Simple set of tools that you can get at any hardware store or auto parts store. You can tackle this. You can get the fabric. It's foam backed fabric, like I said before, and you can get the I got it at Hobby Lobby, and you get the spray adhesive. I got the Permatex this time. I got that from O'Reilly's. You can get 3M product, make some too. There's several brands, but you want to make sure it's high heat and automotive grade for a headliner, because you don't want to do all that and then the headliner come down a week later. So take your time, you can get it done. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the subscribe button down in the corner. Give the videos a thumbs up. If you don't mind checking out my other videos, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Catch me in the next one. Peace.